Hey, bro, where you at, man? Bro, I'm out here hard, man, trying to get my stamina back up, man. But I'm still out here, man, waiting for you to pull up, man. Storm Raider couldn't be that bad, man. It's clear. So, where you at, man? Storm Raider in the house had some kind of dude fuse with him, and he was getting on my head, bro, and I ain't know what the hell was going on. So, yeah, I'm out here trying to get my bearings right, man, and finish a fight. For real, bro, he's still out there. Come on, dude. Alright, how about this? I'll just go ahead and record, this video with the CEO of the studio, man. Yeah, CTC, yeah, dude, cool people, He got films out, songs, he produces, do everything, man. Go ahead and interview him. Yeah, man, Paul The DemiGod of CTC, yeah. Bro, I know, bro, I appreciate it, bro. I owe it to you. I don't listen to one interview. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do one interview. Yeah, man, just go ahead and finish the fight, man. Come back, get me, cause tip my whip, bro. Like I'm out here, like you don't even have a license. I don't know why you even driving. All right. Oh, here they go. I'm out, bro. Yeah.
So you already know, man. Chill on the green box with Specs Thompson. It will be the view, man, but he had to jump out of the car again.
Yeah, I seen him out there, doing his thing out there, fighting crime as always.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch him for at least one interview, at least one time, but it's just gotta be me, solo dolo. But today we got Paul The DemiGod.
What's going on, people, man?
Yeah.
Of course, Specs, appreciate it.
No problem, here, man. No problem. Hey, tell the folks a little bit about yourself, and before we get into it.
Oh man, from Body Georgia, I say that I always start off with that, that's what made, basically created me, Body Georgia. Musician, entrepreneur, film director, editor, composer, event, just all around guy.
Cool. All right. I do a series of questions here, all based off of either DJ stuff, music stuff, or comic book related stuff.
Okay.
First is like some icebreakers that I do. Mm-hmm. I call it breaking it down, because when you show in the green box, sometimes people break stuff down. And you seen my previous interview with Tripp, he was actually breaking stuff down.
Right.
But here I can break your brain down so people can find out more about you.
Okay.
So first question is what is your ultimate fantasy?
Ultimate fantasy, reality wise, or
whatever in your head, your ultimate fantasy. Like you can manifest that, boom, that'd be it.
I'm a huge DBZ fan, Dragon Ball fan. So I'm a big Super Saiyan. I love the Super Saiyan race. So
yeah.
My vision of being a top Super Saiyan.
So yeah, you had like, super long hair,
super long dreadlocks, and just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But now that's on that aspect. But as far as reality, my main goal just be that person where be the name where people be like, okay, I feel like J. Paul can help my situation out. Or at least put me in a situation where it can put me in a better place or a better situation.
That's what's up. Yeah. What are your favorite scenes or scene from a movie?
It's a couple of them. I know the last one, Late Holiday. I really enjoyed the kid scene. The classroom scene, just seeing how kids, because I wouldn't think that you can actually sit down and have 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds sit still, follow directions without running around. Trust me, they were running around, but just actually sit there and take direction, and actually like they was actually loving it. Mm-hmm. The acting and all that, and that kind of like I like that kind of impacted me as far as with that, because the youth touches me a lot as far as with the youth, because I've always grew up just loving kids. For one thing. So,
you have any kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
What is a underrated skill that everyone can benefit from?
As an overall, or
no, underrated, like a skill that people like don't consider like a top skill, something underrated, but it's be a key for somebody like use benefit
from? Listening.
Listening underrated to you?
Yeah. Cause you gotta think. I feel like this generation now they don't listen.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying with certain things. They listen to certain things, but they attention span cuts them off too. They don't listen to the whole detail of the thing.
Okay.
Like they'll be like, you can get a free bag of chips if you just go in the store. Only thing you can go in the store and ask the guy and tell him the secret code, you get the bag of chips. But in their mind, I can go and still get a bag of free chips.
Easy. Where my free chips at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I can get some free chips. Who told you that? The guy there, you know the code. What code? Then you got to go back and ask the guy, oh, why you tell me I did, but you just ran off?
Yeah. Are you watch Atlanta?
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while, but yeah.
You seen the latest season or the season before? Or Paperboy?
I'm 2 seasons behind.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So Paperboy, is I guess an underground rapper or a rapper that he was a fan of, but he just put an album out. But he put an album out and died at the same time.
At the same time.
Something like that. But in the album, he left like a scavenger hunt thing. So you gotta listen to that album.
And try to figure, oh, that's dope.
Then so he went around land going different places with a scavenger hunt.
And that's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So I like creative stuff when it comes to music like that. Like, you know, how you can, because, you know, everybody think it got to be set on certain set standards for hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate the way hip hop has a certain look for it now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sucks.
All right. So that was breaking it down. So, you know, hopefully people, you know, got a better understanding who you is before we dive into it.
Oh, yeah.
And by diving into it, we're going to dive into your back issues.
Okay.
That's a comic book term where if you want to know about a character, like you want to know about Superman, you go in his back issues, you know, and learn about his origin story. So that's what we dive into your back issues.
Okay.
Know about your origin story.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
So with that being said, where are you from and what do you call your hood?
Right in Georgia. Great Cut, Toombs County, where I grew up, all of Toombs County. So I said Toombs County. Toombs County, like a small neighborhood, approximately maybe 1,000 people, if that. And that's different counties all combined together. So it's a real small county. Everybody's a hustler. That's where I got the hustler mentality from. Because it's like, you know, small country town. Everybody's selling dope in this area. But they all in the same block, same street, run to the same car. They price checking each other, dropping prices.
Yeah.
So it's like that being competitive, being a hustler, being an entrepreneur, and learning how to work on your own and actually make moves. Toombs County. That's the backstory.
What were your first encounters with music, or what was it?
Toombs County. Toombs County, man. Toombs County was the birth of the music side. I was the first one in my city in Lowndes to come out with a CD, produced it, made the beats. I didn't record it. I wasn't recording at that time. As far as having my studio, we went to Savannah to record. I produced my first CD. I was 13. Oh,
that's what's up.
Yeah, and I made the beats off PlayStation.
Damn.
Yeah.
So was Toombs County closer to Savannah or Augusta?
Yeah, Savannah.
It's closer to Savannah.
Oh yeah, it's like an hour and a half from Savannah, 2 hours from Augusta.
Okay.
So it's kind of, nobody wasn't really talking about coming to Augusta from by there. We like to go to Savannah or Atlanta. We just bypassed Augusta because, we ain't had no reason to come here.
Yeah.
Besides, the only thing we knew y'all knew from about Augusta was the Masters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's what's up. What were your first comic or comic related TV show that, really was like aha moment to you? Like, I like this.
In Living Color.
In Living Color?
In Living Color. Yeah, In Living Color, or the Wayne brothers, Yeah, when they did Homie Don't Play That, Jim Carrey did Vanilla Ice.
Now comic book, like comic.
You said comic book.
Yeah, not comedy. Yeah,
okay, I was talking about comedy. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Oh, comic
edit that out. No.
Yeah. No, but comic books. Oh, no, comics. I'm kind of, it's a lot, bro, because...
What was that first one? Like, people say, like, X-Men TV show, Batman, Static Shock,
My first comic book, no lie, was Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, okay.
It's weird, right? But it was Doctor Strange comic book issue. But then I remember the lineup. It was Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange was weird. Like the comic was, I loved it because I like the weird stuff they were doing, different stuff, and just the magician stuff. But he wasn't my favorite. But that was just the first comic book that I was introduced to.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the Fantastic Four. Oh. I was a huge fan of them coming up. I like the Thing and Flame. But best comic book series, X-Men, hands down.
Yeah.
I was an X-Men fan. So when I got hooked to the X-Men, that was the ones that got me intrigued into comics. And then that's when I started figuring out, okay, there's Marvel, DC, and there was but even before then, it was a comic book. Even before they changed that, because it wasn't Marvel at the time. It was something else. I can't think.
What, Vertigo?
Yeah. So, and
I gotta have knowledge.
You're on it, man.
Yeah, I can't be a comic creator. I don't know,
man. I just miss the comic books like back then. I mean, I used to collect them, man. I used to collect DC comics, Marvel comics. Yeah, I used to collect the hell out of them things, man. X-Men was my favorite one, so hands down. I like the Avengers, and you know, I even knew about the Eternals. I had like maybe 2 Eternal Mac at the time.
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah, when that finally, because I was like, I the only one in my crew that knew about the Eternals when that new movie came out. Everybody, who the hell is the Eternals? I'm like, y'all know the Eternals? Like,
yeah, come on.
Like, come on, like they created like they like they just know Batman and Superman.
Yeah, it seems to be normal, yeah.
Yeah.
But Eternals. I knew about Icarus. I knew about that one. Everybody else kind of but I knew about Icarus because it was supposed to be like the Superman type trope.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I knew who he was.
I just hate the way they did it. I hate the way Marvel portrayed the Eternals in the movie. They made them more weak. You know what I'm saying? Because you Eternal, like, come on. I'm thinking like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, a couple of Avengers could kick y'all butts.
Yeah.
Like.
But they took down Celestial though, so you know.
Yeah.
Bars up there now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope can't beat up Thanos, you know.
That was terrible, man. Like, I was shocked when that first scene, man. I was like, then was scared to find him again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they didn't even change. They used a suit.
That was terrible. They made Hulk this. I don't know. I think Marvel they destroying a lot of their characters, like the image of them. Like, you know, Hulk. You think, well, at one point Hulk could not be stopped by no one. You know, you see how Thanos just played with him. Like,
now he getting beat up by his cousin.
She-Hulk is just, I'm like, bro, like, really, She-Hulk, like, come on. It's like the new characters coming in, they take him. I don't know. It's like they trying to force the new roles, and I feel like, you know, don't get me wrong, I love it all.
But it's been 10 years though. I mean, changing the guard though.
Changing the guard, I get it. I get it, but you gotta think.
Point guard don't stay point guard over 10 years like that. Though.
But you know, you got your diehard fans. It's kind of hard to convert. Like, hey, there's no more Iron Man. We got you this one.
Yeah.
You like it? It's shiny. It shoots like Iron Man.
Yeah, dress it up all nicely.
Yeah, it shoots like Iron Man. I mean, like the Black Panther. Like, Black Panther. I like part 2. A lot of people don't like it.
See, growing up, I knew who Black Panther was, not because like read his books anyway, but from like the Spider-Man cartoon, he appeared in there. Right. Then he appeared in the Fantastic Four cartoon, stuff like that. So I knew he was.
That's how I knew Fantastic Four.
Yeah, then the game came out, Marvel Ultimate Alliance. He was in that.
Yeah.
You know, they got little synopsis of who he is. And I'm like, oh, he's just a black Iron Man. Well, screw that guy. Like, that's all he is. The smart guy with a suit that does stuff. Like, he's just black Iron Man. Like, so I didn't
think about it.
I didn't care for him.
He just don't fly.
Yeah, I didn't care for him. Maybe. I'm telling you, Vibranium do a whole lot of stuff. But I just didn't care for him as a character. But when the movie came out,
it made you appreciate him more.
Not even that, not even like the old African aspect. So when the movie came out, I think I was already writing the view. I don't know. But what tripped me out that says, hey, this character really is something. When I seen a white kid dress up as the Black Panther, that changed me.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, damn, this character is so good a character. It means so much.
Yeah.
That white kid don't even know it's a black superhero. Or does know the black superhero and wants to be it.
And still wants to be
it. That threw me off. I was like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, My favorite superhero movie, I mean, besides the Marvel and all that, outside of all that, Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass.
I love Kick-Ass.
I like Kick-Ass.
Just the realistic, just the reality.
Yeah, he went that Al got jacked up.
It's the reality. Because it's entertaining. It makes me laugh. Got some drama in it. Got some fight in it. Got the superhero theme to it. I love it. I love those type of things. Like, you know, it ain't connected to no universe, but I love it.
Yeah. So apparently, you know, a whole bunch of nerdy stuff and whatnot.
Oh yeah, you ever heard? I'm still a nerd. Man.
Yeah, you ever heard?
Nerd at heart.
You ever heard the term blurred?
Yeah.
Blurred. So when did you find out that you are blurred?
Oh, young, 10, 11.
Yeah. What was that point? You was like, yeah, I'm different.
Man,
apparently 3 years later you making an album, so something.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. It's like I can hear music. I hear the words, but the words is just like I can break them down. Like I can break the music down like Iron Man. I can take the words out this way, hear music. I can hear sounds and stuff. I'm like, oh, I like them try. I used to tell my mom, bless her dead, I'm like, you hear them keys? What keys? Like, you don't hear them keys. So I know I used to hear stuff that other people couldn't hear. And then I was big on superhero comics, so I'm thinking I'm a superhero. So I got super hearing. Everybody want to be a superhero, at least one superhero. So I just put those in music, and I realized I was different. Just the way I perform was different than a lot of people. The way I act was different. The way everything I did was just always a couple paces ahead. And I'm like, okay, from no proper training myself, no schooling. I went to go to school later on to get polished. But before the trial and error part, I knew I was different, like a lot of things. And then I could impact, like you said, when my school, it is a racist town, when my school wanted us to start the talent show at the school, I'm like, okay, they did it. All right. I'm like, this school's racist. This school is racist, and you know, and it's because it's a small country town. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But when they start supporting us,
I think Tunes even named after a Confederate person too.
Yeah,
I can't think of it, but yeah.
You did your homework. Oh yeah, yeah. Robert Tunes, man. Robert Tunes. He was a slave owner, plantation owner. I did a research on him. I'm doing a documentary on Toombs County. Just to shine some light on Toombs. But basically, he owned cotton fields down there. He owned there's actually Body is known for onions. But if you look it up, it was a black guy that came to Body and planted the onions. He brought onions to the city and planted it in the soil or whatever. And it was such a different stuff in this area. They came, you know, back then how they used to do, took it away, branded it like they branded it, and made it like Robert Tunes and all that other stuff did to onions. It wasn't them. So that was the documentaries about so far that I'm doing with that, showing the actual true story about the onion history, about why the onions. Cavati is known for the onion capital, and you know, but there's a lot of talent. But it's so much. It's not inspiration around there. It's no tall buildings. It's nothing in there. So Walmart is like the mall down there.
Probably nothing there but Tunes.
That's it. Yeah. That's good. Hey, that's a good play on words, man.
Yeah. I tried, man. I tried to do this thing right here. I tried, man. But all right, that's it. That was it. The back issues. Now we can do a segment called your hotkeys. What are your hotkeys? It's a blend on 2 different terms. With Conwoods, key issues, hotkeys. You want to go ahead and if you're a fan of that person, you grab that issue. With the music, DJ wise, hotkeys can be a special point in the song you want to go to, or a song you want to play at a certain time to a certain point of the your show, your DJing.
Right.
So now I want to pick out some things that you know people should tune into you about. So, for you, what you already answered this question. Let me see. No, you didn't answer the question. You answered for you. So for you, what was first, recording folks or doing films?
Recording folks.
Recording folks.
Yeah, recording music. Music first.
You started doing that 13 to recording other people.
Mm-hmm. I started recording and selling beats when I was. I started selling beats when I was 9, and I started recording folks when I was 12, 13.
Cool. How did you get your stuff on Tubi? And do you think Tubi will ever have any hits like Friday the Wood come out of that? Since people are saying that's like the new bootleg, man. All the black movies on that. You gotta go to Tubi and find the black movies now.
Hey, they be killing me with that. It's because they have like Tubi. That's the only thing be on Tubi. Tubi has anime. Tubi has like all the blockbuster.
Yeah,
movies.
Tubi.
It has more than black independent movies.
Yeah, Tubi. I gotta watch Tubi because Tubi has the Super Sentai shows on there. The Japanese. Yeah.
So they have a lot like it's Hollywood stuff on there. You got all blockbusters on it. It's a T, but people just people want to go with the trend.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok, they got this thing where they trend to go find bad movies and do bad movie reviews on bad movies.
And you seen the ones that the chick, her hair and stuff keep changing? Like, God. I done seen some rough ones on there, boy. I done seen.
So you got they get millions of views, so that's a new wave.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a new trend. So now you got people, they done made Tubi like, bro, Tubi offering people deals now.
Tubi was on Super Bowl. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Tubi done got so up on how people don't know. People can roast and make joke and stuff, but also fill in your check account at the same time.
Yeah, see,
you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that, see, I know a little, like I said, I know a little something. So, bit 2-part questions. Ain't part of my question, but I'm gonna ask you.
All right.
First part of the question, what made you choose Tubi over Amazon?
I'm on Amazon too.
Okay.
But Tubi's more people they run a Tubi quicker now these days than Amazon. And Amazon charges too.
Yeah, I'm about to say because for what I know about Amazon, if people ain't cooking your stuff, they're gonna take it off.
Yeah, they're gonna take it off.
So Tubi the same way?
Tubi is the viewership. They get paid per ad. So commercials and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they there's a certain amount of time length that people have to be tuned into count as a credit. But it's say like, okay, you get movies on Tubi, you have to have a certain amount of views that gross up a certain amount of money. If it don't, then they take it off. Amazon is the same way, if they don't get enough views, enough money, they take it off. Now Amazon make it where it's kind of hard to get on Amazon. You have to go through a film distributor. It's kind of hard to put it on by yourself because now they kind of turn it down or they give you the whole run out.
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, since you got studio and whatever, so how you feel about so many artists are not going to the studio recording and recording at their house now? Why do you think they doing that instead of like actually going to a studio like here?
I think past experiences. I think a lot of people down this way, especially Augusta, even in Charleston, same thing in Charleston, same thing in Alabama, Tennessee, there's a couple places I've been to. They have the same issue where it's like they done recorded a lot of studios down here and the experience has been bad. So a lot of people be like, you know what, I'm paying you this money, you shit me out of my, out of my work, I'm just gonna get my own money, get my own studio. And that's how mostly a lot of these people, this backstory be a lot of them, or a lot of them be like, okay, I'll save me some money because I don't have the money to go to the studio all the time, or I don't have a ride to go to the studio all the time. So I think a lot of people feel more comfortable doing it at home, and then the fact that you see people blowing up or recording themselves now, remixing themselves, they're not going to big $1 million studios until after they get a deal. Then they go in them studios now. So it's like, not knowing you can book a big studio anytime you want to, as long as you got the budget for it. But like that's what I don't understand about people. People be like the same studios, like okay, Little Baby and all these people be in certain studios in the A, right? Me and you can book them same studio spaces and be in the same premises with these people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
When I was in Atlanta, they told me to play. How you get on with the Little Baby coming in. So for you, it'd be easy because you actually produce and engineer and whatnot.
Right.
Go ahead and book a 8-hour slot in the studio.
Yeah, they gonna be in there.
Yeah, play your stuff unless they can hear it, or it's all booked up, but he's in there making beats.
And they're making
like
beats.
That, coming in your session.
That's facts.
Yeah, put it on.
That's
now
facts.
you got your engineer credit on that song.
That's facts, bro.
Yeah,
that's fact. That's exactly how my bro did it. Benzo, he was working up there with YSL before the Rico and all that. But he was working, recording and making beats and stuff like that. He was doing the same thing. He's a book a studio spot, a YSL, or Slime, what's the dude? Slime dude, forgot his name. Him, Doug being there, Gunna. He said Gunna was in the studio one day. He was in there making a beat. Gunna came in there like, that's you? And Gunna bought the beat from him and recorded the whole night. He got on his computer stuff. So like you said,
yeah,
it worked just like that. You got to kick out money though.
Yeah.
But
I think ATL Jacob, he's asleep in there. And now he Grammy. Now he got Grammy. Hey.
You see it, but you see though, is that dedication. Some people sacrifice it too, bro. People don't sacrifice.
Yeah, right. What's your favorite project or person you have worked with so far?
Project, movie,
or person?
Or person. Favorite. Well, my favorite project that I enjoy filming Bloodshed Tonight. I enjoy that movie. That's one of my favorites so far. That I like Late Holiday and I like Cheetah's Handbook, but Bloodshed is my favorite so far, and because of just the idea that I have. Just that's going to be a whole universe that I'm creating for that film. So it's going to be like a 1, 2, 3, like it's going to be a whole thing. And part 1 was it did pretty good. So yeah.
Okay. What made you start an award show in the city? Or CSRA, rather?
I've been wanting to do it for like I think if you can trace it back like 2019, 20 to 2020. I started. I was finna do it then, so actually it would have been 3-4 years old. I started then, but I didn't have a lot of support from the city at that time. So I been had it in motion because it's still on Facebook and everything. You know how the throwback come back. I'm like, damn, I forgot I had it 4 years ago. But so actually it would have been 3-4 years. So it would actually still been the first one in the city, Donnersburg, which I could still see.
Well, it wasn't the first one in the city. They had something before.
No, yeah, they had ones before.
They got to fighting that. That's why probably you caught so much backlash.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the first one, the way that mine was done.
Okay.
It wasn't just focused on the city. So it was like the reason that I liked this one, IHA, because it wasn't just for the city, it was for everybody. Like it could be from people from Florida, Alabama, is bringing people to the city. All the rest of them was just for people in the city. Highlighting people in the city. But I was like, that don't really work for this city because the city is no unity in the city. Atlanta, it works for Atlanta. Why? Because you gotta think during those days, people was in each other's videos, they was doing features, they were just being at each other's parties. It was more unity in Atlanta where they artists is supporting each other. Augusta is more separation, it's more I can't put you on because you're gonna be bigger than me. Everybody want to be the number one clout person. So that's why I said it was needed because I want to bring people down to the city. So that way you connect with people down to the city. Now you have a reason to go out because you got a resource that can get you in there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because you can't just go to Tennessee and be like, all right, where you got to ask questions.
Yeah.
Where the club, where the artists be, where they hit joints. But if you already got an artist that's already moving in the city coming to Augusta, connect with them and be like, hey, what's going on in your city? Come down. Okay, let me know what's going on. Send me some flyers. Now you got a way to get in the city. It's an access point. So it's like people don't. That's why the IHA, I created that because the Augusta don't promote themselves. They don't support each other. So me doing a war show just for Augusta to support Augusta, it ain't gonna work because that popularity thing gonna be in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's no popularity when it's people from anywhere.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's no, it's all about your really grind. It was people names that so-called had names in the city was at the very bottom. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the end of the day, no matter whether you promote or not, it's your name. You get what I'm saying? So, like I tell people, the IHA, I felt like it was needed because this city it does have a crab in the bucket mentality, and the IHA, I'm producing numbers. I'm not just telling you that you win. These are numbers that people vote. I don't put people in the names. I don't mark names in there. Trust me, bro. When I seen the ballots, like there was 500 some people that was participated when we introduced the thing. Like, yo, who y'all feel is dope? Nominate them like this and this and that. We had like maybe 500 something week, for an award show in the city that don't have many. So it was weak. I'm like, okay, I don't have participation from the city again, but we still going to do it because I feel like if I still do it and show them, okay, my vision, they don't know the vision. So let me show them and still do it. I did it. So we released the nominees from five. Like we had like 500 votes from like a whole month of voting. Bro, we had 2,000 people voted the first day when we released the nominees. So it was like, it shows like, and then people was like, well, these people ain't on it. These people ain't on it. You didn't participate in it. You didn't mark, you didn't vote, you didn't put these people's name in it. You either thought it was some BS. You flew by, oh, there's just another award show, or some other things like that. Because there have been other award shows in the city that haven't been acknowledged.
Yeah.
Or haven't been given the respect that it needed, that I feel. So and my thing is, even with it called the backlash from the IHA, it didn't come from the fight. It comes from it was a rival between two award shows, SBA, Jamie Barbie, her award show, and the IHA. She felt like, we was stealing her idea coming in with another award show because her was the only award show that's been active, around this way. So this was her second year. This was our first year. This is not my first time doing an award show. This is my first one down here. So I already got experience in the award show. I know how to operate it. I know how to maneuver it. But the movie, you dying, bro. You know how these people is. You try to reach out to people that big people or people that got movement. Come on.
Yeah.
So you don't get that much participation. You don't get that much help, or people want to help you behind the scenes. I have people inbox me, yo, man, I support you, bro. I don't want to be in the mix and all that, but but you know how they go.
Yeah. Yeah, sure do. Hey, that was your hotkeys.
Very hot.
Yes, sir. Now we're gonna dig in the crates. This another, you can say the term two different ways. DJs, they go back and dig in the crates to find album or vinyl, they throwback janks. Or same thing with comics. You're gonna dig into the crates and find that issue, that's a classic issue to you and whatnot. But my questions are gonna be like some questions like if you win a Nobel Prize, what they'll ask you, something like that,
Okay.
So theological questions, deep questions, whatever. So my first one for you is, if you were to leave a legacy behind through your films, what style or project would you want to leave behind?
Style is horror, man. I'm a huge horror fan. I feel like there's not a lot of black horror directors. It's more, the more iconic ones are with Stephen King, Wes Craven. There's not that many blacks that really dig into horror like that. Or they don't get the credit as much. We mostly in action, drama, thriller, stuff like that. Love movies or Christian. More of horror, like a horror fan, like not more far sense of the goreness of it, but just the fact that I like how horror it shows all the emotions. It shows comedy. It shows drama. It shows action. It shows violence. It shows love. It shows hope. It shows faith. It shows a lot. All movies don't show all those, but horror has all those elements in it. Like you got a demonic creature that's trying to kill you. I look at that far as like life. This life is ugly. Life is a monster. So I feel like every day you waking up and you got to fight this ugly monster. You can be gone any day. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it, but there's always always faith in yourself where you can always come out on top and overcome things. So I see deeper when it comes to horror.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've never been around tragedy your whole life.
If you could work with one person in Hollywood, who would it be and why?
Spike Lee for one. It was going to be John Singleton before he passed. I really respect John Singleton's work. I've been a fan since I've been a kid watching this movie since Boys in the Hood, Poetic Justice, Higher Learning, things like that. Spike Lee, man. I'm still a fan of Spike Lee. I like Spike Lee. Tyler, I like Spike. I'm not a huge fan of Tyler Perry movies. I'm a huge fan of Tyler Perry grind. Okay. His hustle, his drive. I'm not a huge fan of the films. Don't get me wrong. I love his work. I'm just not a huge fan where like, okay, let's turn on Tyler Perry. But he's a GOAT right now. He's a GOAT. And I look up to him like, okay, that's the bar, at least the bar. You feel me? Mm-hmm. He bought damn near a whole city for a studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the GOAT. So, and me, I'm a competitive person when it comes to like making myself better to a point where, okay, I can get close to that point. I might not get there right now, but and eventually I can get to a higher point. I'm a saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, saying mentality, man. It's like, it's a saying. They never give up, bro. That's why I love them, boy. Like, they fight them all. Like, Goku died, 100 times?
It came back.
Came back.
Yeah. It was before we go, I think if you need some help, I don't want to leave the interview, but first time do call me like that. I see my phone ringing and whatnot. But to me, that Goku talking to Chi-Chi, and she like, Goku, I'm pregnant. And he like, oh, I gotta go train with Krillin. He's gonna run off. Nope, Krillin's doing that. Oh, Vegeta out of space. I gotta say, nope, Vegeta's at home bomber. And he was like, okay. And he's like, well, bye-bye, Chi-Chi. And he falls and breaks his neck.
Oh, man, that's crazy. They're gonna bring him back.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I seen that. Yeah. But
the internet is undefeated, bro.
Every time. But yeah, that was Chill on the Green Box, with me, the View, and Specs Thompson. And we had Paul The DemiGod. Where can people check out some of your works and some of your stuff you done did?
Right now you can go to the website www.ctcunitedproductionstudio.com. We have film. We got basically the whole movement on there. Updates on the second annual IHA Awards is on there. Music videos, movies, casting calls. The whole nine.
Bet. That's what's up, man. And y'all check him out. Check some of the movies going to you, man. Give him some.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Give him some ad spins on there, man. Watch the whole thing through, man. Make some TikToks and reels about it too, man.
Oh yeah.
Turn them up. They ain't bad though. They good movies. They good quality stuff.
Right.
All right, we out.